time for mistletoe and holly, tasty pheasants, Christmas presents, countrysides covered with snow. Oh, by gosh, by jingle, it's time for carols and Kris Kringle. Overeating, merry greetings from relatives you don't know. Then comes the big night, giving the tree the trim. You'll hear voices by starlight singing a Yuletide hymn. Oh, by gosh, by golly, it's time for mistletoe and holly, fancy ties and granny's pies, and folks stealing a kiss or two as they whisper Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas. Giving the tree a trim. You'll hear voices by starlight singing a Yuletide hymn. Oh, by gosh, by golly, it's time for mistletoe and holly, fancy ties and granny's pies, and folks stealing a kiss or two as they whisper Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas. Billy's Place, the vibe is light and breezy. Billy's Place, a virtual speakeasy, my home base. Glad that you dropped by. Time to grab a libation from the shelf. Have whatever you want, you gotta make it yourself. Sit back, relax, I'll make your troubles fly. A musical trip, nothing complicated, and if you tip, that's appreciated. Good fellowship with no mask on our face. From apartment 5 across the park, singing and swinging till it gets dark. Don't worry about finding a place to park, just park it at Billy's Place. Park it at Billy's Place. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Christmas Eve, episode 32 of Billy's Place, another Thursday night, but a very, very special one. I'm so delighted that you decided to spend an hour with me tonight. It's a very special night of the year. I hope you like the songs that I've chosen to sing for you. Some old holiday favorites and some of my favorite Christmas carols as well. So sit back, relax. We're going to have a nice, toasty, cozy time, I hope. Park it at Billy's Place. Mr. Kringle is soon gonna jingle the bells that'll tingle all your troubles away. Everybody's waiting for the man with a bag. Christmas is coming again. He's got a sleigh full, it's not gonna stay full. He's got stuff to drop at every stop of the way. Everybody's waiting for the man with a bag. Christmas is here again. He'll be there with the answer to the prayers that you made through the year. You'll get yours if you've done everything you should. Extra special good, he'll make this December the one you remember, the best and the merriest you ever did have. Everybody's waiting for the man with the bag. Christmas is here again. Mr. Kringle bells that'll tingle all your troubles away. Everybody's waiting for the man with the bag. Christmas is coming again. Oh, he's got a sleigh full, it's not gonna stay full. He's got stuff to drop at every stop of the way. Everybody's waiting for the man with the bag. Christmas is here again. He'll be there with the answer to the prayers that you made through the year. You'll get yours if you've done everything you should. Extra special good. He'll make this December the one you'll remember, the best and the merriest you ever did have. Everybody's waiting. They're all congregating, just waiting for the man with the bag. Yes, they are, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody's waiting for the man with the bag. He's going to be coming tonight. Merry Christmas Eve, everybody. I'm delighted that you're here. I love that song, The Man with the Bag, and yet I cannot sing it without thinking of my dear friend who I know is watching tonight, my friend Jane Monheit, who sings that song, oh, so fantastically. I remember being in LA, Christmases past, walking through the Grove in the middle of December. Of course, it's boiling hot, but hearing Jane's voice, I've heard it in airports. I've heard that song by Jane Monheit all over the place, and it is kind of the definitive version. And Jane, I know you're watching. You and Rick and Jack are watching tonight. Merry Christmas to everybody. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Billy's Place, number 32, and my fourth holiday-themed show. It's been quite a month, hasn't it? I'm so glad that you decided just to take an hour and spend it with me tonight. It's going to be a very special evening. Before I go any further, I've got a couple of birthdays. First of all, last week, we forgot to mention that our next-door neighbor, who's not here at the moment, she's in San Diego with her mom, but she had a birthday last week. Our friend Jennifer had a birthday, so happy belated birthday to you, my dear, dear friend. I know Doug says he misses you so much, and I do too, obviously. And my friend Bill Pritchard is watching tonight, and tonight is today all day long, but it's his birthday, and I know he's watching, and that makes me really happy. What else do I have to say? I just don't want to say too much. I kind of want to get to the music because there's a lot of music tonight, but I always mention that we have Billy's Place merchandise in the merchandise store. We have those great hoodies. We have, you know what I forgot about, Doug? We've got those great Billy's Place tote bags. And I actually found ours this morning, and I walked around with it. It's in the closet there. Don't worry about it. It's okay. But I actually picked it up, and I used it today to run my errands and do some last-minute stuff, and it's kind of great. So we've got tote bags, coffee mugs, coasters, tumblers. Just go to the store. There's so many things. And there's Christmas ornaments, although I bet they're not going to arrive in time now. But, it's always next year. And also my CD, Billy's Place, which came out a couple of months ago. You can download the CD everywhere on Pandora and Spotify, all the streaming places, Apple Music, iTunes. But if you would like a signed copy, or even an unsigned copy, but a real CD, go to my website and order from there, and I will personally sign it if you like, and send it right out to you, and I'd love for you to have it. Very proud of it. We've had a lot of great response this year from it. Anything else I need to say, Doug, you think? He's saying, I don't know. I think I'm going to go ahead then and sing a song that's actually on the CD that came out last year called Christmas at Birdland. We've had so much fun with this CD. This is Jim Caruso and Clea Blackhurst and me, and we're doing some great holiday music. And the album came out last year, and it's also available on my website if you'd like to get it. And this is a song that I sang on the album. Now, on the album, we had the great Dave Cause playing saxophone. He's not here tonight. I called him, but I don't think he's showing up. But here's a song that I have loved, and I know it's one of your favorites, too. All through the year we've waited through spring and fall to hear hear silver bells ringing and wintertime bringing the happiest season of all. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose, Yuletide carols being sung by a choir, and folks dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe help to make the season bright. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh, and every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. And so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you. To kids from 1 to 92, although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas to you. That's one of my absolute favorite holiday songs, written by Mel Torme and Robert Wells. And the funny thing about that song is that it was written in the middle of July in one of the hottest heat waves that LA had had in years and years, in the late 40s. They wrote together a lot. And Mel would drive over to Bob Wells' house in the valley in the summertime because he had a pool, and it was like 104 degrees crazy. It had been that way for a month. And he walks into the house. He doesn't see Robert Wells, but he sees this sheet of paper on the piano, and on it was written, "Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose," and like a couple of more lines. And he walks out, he finds his writing partner in the pool getting cool, and he says, "What is this, this poem you wrote?" He goes, "Oh," he said, "I don't think it's going to be anything." He said, "But when I got up, it was so hot, I just had to write something wintry to cool myself down a bit." And Mel said, "Well, let's finish it." And about 40 minutes later, they had finished it, words and music, and a couple of months later, it was recorded by Nat King Cole, and it became one of the biggest selling holiday songs of all time. Don't you love how that happened? I mean, the strangest thing. If you just joined us, it's Billy's Place, and I'm your host, Billy Stritch. I like to say this a couple of times, if you're able to contribute tonight to the virtual tip jar, because we're still not really working outside of our homes, us musicians, And all sorts of gratuities and gifts are really wonderfully appreciated. You guys have been so generous this year. I don't know what I would have made it, know how I would have made it without you guys. And having this opportunity in this format to sing for you week after week. So you can donate via Venmo or PayPal. The addresses are there on the screen. And if you don't use either one of those apps, you can write me, Billy Stritch, on Facebook Messenger, and I'll send you an address if you want to just send an old-fashioned check. We'll take that as well. I didn't salute everybody tonight. Cheers. I didn't announce a drink this week. I loved last week's drink so much, which was mint icicle, or had lots of different names. A peppermint stick. A friend of mine, Marty, calls it a Merry Kiss My Ass. I said it this week. I didn't say it last week. It's vodka, cream to cacao, and a little peppermint schnapps, and it is really wintry and tasty. This next song is a song that I just learned this week, but it's written by a good friend of mine. Last year, I had the chance to work with my friend Julian Fleischer. He called me in to do some work on an album, a Christmas album, by his friend, the wonderfully talented and hilarious Anna Gasteyer. And the album came out last year. It's called Sugar and Booze, and it's really a fun album. And I did 3 arrangements. This is not a song that I arranged, but this is a song that Julian wrote for the album. And we were texting last week, and he said, "What about that song?" And I said, "Yeah, what about it?" And I pulled it out a couple days ago, and I thought you guys might enjoy it. This song addresses the age-old issue that every composer who has tried to write a Christmas song has encountered very quickly. Written by Julian Fleischer. Let me start that over. Nothing rhymes with Christmas, every poet knows. Try to rhyme with Christmas, you wind up with prose. Nothing rhymes with Christmas, this is widely known. Nothing rhymes with Christmas, check it on your phone. Oh, you can't stand on line for Christmas, waiting for a rhyme for Christmas. Hope you get more time for Christmas. If you don't, here's mine for Christmas. Nothing rhymes with Christmas, there's not much you can do. Nothing rhymes with Christmas, but guess what's also true? Don't need a rhyme for Christmas, only you. Nothing rhymes with Christmas, get it through your head. Nothing rhymes with Christmas, try Hanukkah instead. Nothing rhymes with Christmas, though it might seem absurd. Nothing rhymes with Christmas, not a single word. Well, one word almost rhymes with Christmas, but who can hear the chimes at Christmas? Stranded on some desert isthmus, you can keep that rhyme for Christmas. Nothing rhymes with Christmas, not much you can do. Nothing rhymes with Christmas, but here's what's also true. Don't need a rhyme for Christmas, only you. There's more. Nothing rhymes with Christmas. Go on, rack your brain. You could go insane. La 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 la. I'm just telling you the truth. Nothing rhymes with Christmas, verily forsooth. But I don't need a rhyme for Christmas. What would be divine for Christmas if just in time for Christmas Santa made you mine for Christmas. Nothing rhymes with Christmas. Did you get it? It can make you frown. Nothing rhymes with Christmas, but turn it upside down. 'Cause nothing rhymes with Christmas, but like he who's been by you kiss must know for certain at least this much. One fine thing is also true, though nothing rhymes with Christmas. Oh, just in time for Christmas, don't need a rhyme for Christmas, only you. Because nothing rhymes with Christmas. Go ahead, rack your brain. Isthmus is as close as it gets. I mean, Julian, that's a very clever song. And the last few lyrics are, 'cause like he who's been by you kissed must. That's a stretch. Know for certain at least this much. It's a tongue twister at the end. But I hope you enjoyed that. My friend Julian Fleischer. It's a cute song. So Christmas memories, I remember one of the first years that Doug and I were together, and we haven't so much this year, but we used to listen to Music Choice a lot on the holiday song, Sounds of the Season. And I remember hearing this kind of medley of two songs, and it was very enchanting to me. And so the first song is definitely a Christmas song, but the second one, you might not think of it that way, but since we heard it at Christmas time, it created such a nice memory for us. To me, to both of us, we kind of associate it with Christmas. And Doug suggested, he reminded me of it, and so I'd like to sing it for you. The recording was done by B.G. Adair, fantastic pianist. And at the time, I did not know B.G. Adair. I didn't know if it was a guy or a girl or anything. And then since then, of course, I've become really good friends with dear B.G., and she's fantastic. So anyway, it's a medley of two songs that we love. Upon a star makes no difference who you are. Anything your heart desires will come to you. If your heart is in your dream, no request is too extreme. When you wish upon a star, as dreamers do, fate is kind. She brings to those who love the sweet fulfillment of their secret longing. Like a bolt out of the blue, Fate steps in and sees you through when you wish upon a star, your dreams come true. Like a boat out of the blue, fate steps in and sees you through when you wish upon a star, your dreams come true. Is there a, oh, here comes Doug, ladies and gentlemen. It's Jiminy Cricket.
Right after we heard that beautiful version of B.G. Adair singing the song, we bought this ornament for our Christmas tree because it was such a moment for us.
We did.
And you know what, you're going to kill me just for improvising here, but that song reminds me of another song. Our neighbor Jennifer, who we miss very much, lives in apartment 5L. And when they were redoing our hallways a few years ago, they put pieces of paper up with handwritten apartment numbers to make sure they got the right apartment number posted. And I took a picture off of the internet of Five-O from An American Tail and put it on Jennifer's door. But the song from that movie is the one you sang with Anthony Callaway, and it just makes me think of Jennifer, you know? And even though I know how very far apart we are, it helps to think we might be wishing on the same bright star. Yeah.
And when the low, I know.
Starts to sing a
Well,
love
I'll
song.
sing. Maybe I'll sing that next week.
Yeah. Anyway, I just thought of that 5-0 thing.
5L.
5L.
And Jiminy Cricket and well, it's all about rodents and insects, isn't it? Yeah. Are you going to talk though? Are you going to tell us a little bit about your memories? Okay. Doug's going to the microphone. He's got a microphone over there. And we were talking about Christmas memories, and right before the show, he said that he has one of his favorite Christmases, and I wanted you to tell him about it and show him some pictures.
I had the pleasure of playing Fred, Scrooge's nephew Fred, in a production of A Christmas Carol. And this was before I moved to New York. It was 1997. And it was the best Christmas season ever because Fred is so full of the Christmas spirit. And we played it from Thanksgiving until Christmas, 8 shows a week. And I never enjoyed Christmas so much. And I've got these pictures.
Show the pictures.
I'll show the pictures. There's one. And oh, that's not. Hold on. There we go. I made some nice friends there. April Black and Christy Dale Sanders.
Oh, she became a big deal.
Christy Dale, there she is. We had such a good time on that show. Then I moved to New York, and she was working in New York a lot. And she was in a production of The Sound of Music, and she went on one night as the Baroness. So I went to see it, and it was so lovely, and it starred Rebecca.
It starred our dear Rebecca Luker, who we sadly lost yesterday. I know a lot of you are familiar with Rebecca Luker and her work, and some of you probably know her and her dear husband, Danny Burstein, and we are mourning her loss to ALS. She's had a horrible year, but she is singing with the angels tonight. And boy, was she a talent, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
amazing, amazing. Did you show all the pictures? Was that it?
I showed all the pictures.
That's
That was
it?
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll leave you alone now.
You don't have to leave me alone. No, this is Christmas Eve's a good time for sharing memories. I wanted to sing for you a few Christmas carols because, you know, this is the time you can do them, and I certainly grew up with them. My Christmases always involved the church, First Presbyterian Church of Sugar Land, Texas, and invariably they would always, I mean, I love this time of year, and so we would sing Christmas carols on the Sundays, all the Sundays of Advent, leading up to Christmas, but there would be always a special Christmas Eve service where we would sing usually one stanza only of the Christmas carols, but I've loved them ever since I can remember. And this is one of my two favorites. I'll sing my other favorite for you a little later in the show. But this is a little bit of a different treatment of a great old Christmas carol. Oh, little town of Bethlehem, how still we see thee lie above thy deep and dreamless sleep. The silent stars go by, yet in the dark street shineth the everlasting light. The hopes and fears of all the years are met in thee tonight. For Christ is born of Mary and gathered all above. While mortals sleep, the angels keep their watch of wondering love. Oh, morning stars put together proclaim the holy birth, and praises sing to God the King, and peace to men on earth. How silently the wondrous gift is given, as God imparts to human hearts the blessings of his heaven. No ear may hear his coming, but in this world of sin, where meek souls will receive him still, the dear Christ enters in. It's a beautiful Christmas carol. I love the lyric. It paints that picture of what that night must have been like 2,000 years ago in Bethlehem, and just that star to guide them. I'm going to sing a couple of songs from my favorite Christmas movie now. There's so many to choose from, but I think if I had to pick one Christmas movie that gives me joy every year and has forever, it's the great film White Christmas, with the music by Irving Berlin, and it's Bing Crosby and Rosemary Clooney and Vera Ellen and Danny Kaye and sisters, and the best things happen when you're dancing. I mean, it's in VistaVision. It's the most glorious color ever, and I enjoy watching it every year. We haven't watched it yet. We're going to have to watch it this week. Oh, sure, my friend. Well, talk on the mic, sweetheart. You've got a mic. No. Oh, yeah, I got a mic. Where did he put the mic? Anyway, he was saying it reminded him of our friend Valerie Reeves, who you've been watching, who just passed away last week. But she directed a show at La Mama called I Want to Be Rosie that our friend Bev Petty wrote and conceived about Rosemary Clooney. And it had that number from it, Love You Didn't Do Right By Me. Anyway, we digressed a little bit. It's a medley of two songs by Irving Berlin from that great film, White Christmas. Snow, 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 snow. It won't be long before we'll all be there with snow. Snow, I want to wash my hands, my face and hair with snow. Snow, I long to clear a path and lift a spade of snow. Snow, to see a great big man entirely made of snow. Snow, where it's snowing all winter through, that's where I want to be. Snowball snowing, that's what I'll do. How I'm longing to ski through the snow. Those glistening houses that seem to be built of snow. Snow, to see a mountain covered with a quilt of snow. What is Christmas with no snow? No white Christmas with no snow, snow. I'll soon be there with snow. I'll wash my hair with snow. And with a spade of snow, I'll build a man that's made of snow. I'd love to stay up with you, but I recommend a little shut-eye. Go to sleep and dream of snow. The sun is shining, the grass is green, the orange and palm trees sway. There's never been such a day in Beverly Hills, L.A. But it's December the 24th, and I am longing to be up north. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. Let's sing a chorus together. I know you want to sing, so sing. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I can't hear you, a little louder. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. You guys sounded great, I could tell. That might be my favorite, I have to say, just because I love the movie so much, and my grandmother loved that song a lot. I think she's the one that actually maybe I first remember singing it with. Maybe she taught it to me. Such a good song. Irving Berlin didn't write a lot of bad songs, I'll put it that way. So much great music. As I mentioned in one of my postings, you know, this is my 4th holiday show, but I'd be happy doing 4 more because there's so much great music to choose from. But I had a good time this month singing these holiday songs. I'm going to sing one now that really goes back a long way for me. But first, you know, I'm going to turn this. I have a little fan here, and it's actually putting too much air on me now. Usually I get a little hot, but I'm going to turn it off. It's blowing right on my throat. This is a song that I used to sing when I was old enough, when I was in junior high and high school, on the Christmas Eve services. My sister, I remember my sister Susan sang it in choir, and then once she went off to college, then I guess I'm the one that got to sing it. I'm singing it tonight for all of you, but I'm singing it for my mom, because I know she wanted me to do it tonight. She sent me a very interesting thing about the origins of this song. It's "O Holy Night," and I'm not going to go into all of it, but it was written in the mid-1800s, and it was commissioned for a church, and it was written by these 2 guys, and it was written in French, in France, and the congregation loved it. And then a few years later, they found out that one of the writers was a socialist, and the other guy was a Jew, and so they banned the song. So, okay, the song didn't get sung then it got discovered in America. Anyway, you can look this up online, because this song has a wonderful, wonderful history, and it has survived a lot, and it has been a great peacemaker over the years. And it wouldn't be Christmas if I didn't sing it. Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till he appeared, and the soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angel voices, oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ was born, oh, night, oh, holy night, oh, night divine. Truly he taught us to love one another. His law is love, and his gospel is peace. Chains shall he break, for each man is our brother, and in his name all oppression shall cease. Sweet hymns of joy in grateful chorus raise we. Let all within us praise his holy name. Christ is the Lord. Oh, praise his name forever. His power and glory evermore proclaim. His power and glory evermore proclaim. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angel voices, oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ was born, oh, night, oh, holy night, oh, night That takes me way back. I haven't sung that in a long, long time. Maybe I haven't sung it since my voice changed. I'm not sure. It's been a while, but it just wouldn't seem like Christmas without that song somehow. I hope you enjoyed it too.
It was wonderful.
Was it wonderful?
Yeah, I almost cried at that.
Doug, thank you.
Yeah.
Doug said he almost cried. Are people enjoying in Washington?
People are enjoying it. You You know, of course, I have to mention the version of that song that I love so much is Jim Caruso as Cher.
I know.
When he says the word Christ, is Christ.
Crash.
With an A, like an A.
Yeah, we do it in our swinging Birdland. He goes, oh, she sang it on, maybe on a Christmas special. I'm sure she walked out with a, big Bob Mackie costume, Victorian, he says, with a fur muff. And she sings, oh, holy night. I can't do it like Jim. But she goes, fall on your knees, oh, hear the angel voice hails. When Christ was born. It's a big hit every year when we do our show at Birdland, which we will be doing next year. It'll be the 12th year. We did it virtually. Do we still have the thing for that? We did it virtually last Friday, but it's available for streaming for another 3 weeks, guys. The Swingin' Birdland Christmas that I do with Jim Caruso, Clea Blackhurst, with our special guests Luke Hawkins, Dave Cos, Marilyn May. And if you go to events.broadwayworld.com, something like that. Is it there? Yeah, it's good. If you go there, you can buy it on demand, and I demand that you buy it. So, maybe taking that fan away wasn't a good idea because now I'm sweating. All right. I'm going to sing one more kind of serious number for you. This is my favorite Christmas carol, and I blended it with a song that was Doug's suggestion a few days ago. Would never have occurred to me to sing this song, and it's kind of perfect. And I was sitting working with these two songs yesterday, and I thought they really worked well together. Well, I guess I'll let you be the judge of that. I do want to say one more time, thank you for joining me on Christmas Eve. If you're able to contribute to the virtual tip jar, it is so greatly appreciated. If you have anything you can spare, you can send it to either one of the apps on the screen, the Venmo app, there's my address, and the PayPal app. Or you can write me on Facebook Messenger and I'll send you an address and you can send me a check. Simple as that. All right. It came upon a midnight clear, that glorious song of old, from angels bending near the earth to touch their harps of gold. Peace on the earth, goodwill to men, from heaven's all gracious King. The world in solemn stillness lay to hear the angels sing. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be with God as our Father. Brothers all are we. Let me walk with my brother in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my solemn vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my solemn vow to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. That's my wish for all of us this year at Christmas time and in the year ahead. Peace on earth, peace with each other, and a better year ahead. We have endured a lot, but we are strong, and with each other's help and respect for each other, we are going to make it onto the next thing, whatever that is. All right, I've got something fun to show you tonight. Did I? I did? Well, good. Doug said I made everybody cry. Well, I want you to feel tonight. Tonight is a good night to feel the emotions. It's a good night. It's a night of catharsis and love. And I'm just glad you're with. It touches me to know that you're here with me tonight. So that's it. I feel very, very connected in a year that hasn't brought a lot of that to me. I know you're there. And I know you've all got to know each other through me, and it's all wonderful. Okay, I'm going to bring things up again. I have a special guest tonight, and I'm so delighted to introduce her. I've been a fan of this lady's for so long, and I was so delighted when she said that she would love to appear in my Christmas Eve show tonight. I asked her to do a special reading of a beloved Christmas tale for you tonight. So please welcome from somewhere far, far away, the great Judy Garland.
Hello, and Merry Christmas. I have a little something to read for you, if you'd like. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama, in her kerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap, when out on the lawn there arose such a clatter. I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters, and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new-fallen snow gave a luster of midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eyes did appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver, so lively and quick I knew in a moment he must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen. Come on, Comet, on Cupid, on Donner, and Blitzen. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, and dash away all. As leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they met with an obstacle mount to the sky. So up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with the sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas, too. And then, in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around down the chimney, St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur, you know, from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked just like a peddler opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a round little belly that shook when he laughed, like a bowl of cherries. Sorry, jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf. And I laughed when I saw him, in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know that I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all, a good night. Good night, and happy Christmas.
Wasn't that wonderful? Oh, Judy Garland is so great. Actually, I want to give a big thanks to my dear friend from across the pond. That's the fantastically talented Debbie Wildman, who agreed to do that for me tonight, just for a treat for all of you and for me for Christmas Eve. So what do you think about the jacket? My mom sent this to me, and I told her I was going to wear it, because, you know, when mom sends clothes, you got to wear it. But before I sing my final song, I want to thank you all for being here tonight. I want to wish you the best holiday. If you celebrate Christmas, I want to wish you the best Christmas. And everybody, a happy and healthy New Year. Speaking of New Year's, I will be right here at this piano on New Year's Eve at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. I'm going to sing for you some that night. So if you have nowhere to go on New Year's Eve, and hopefully you're going to stay home, or if you're going to go anywhere, it's going to be with a little small group of people. But anyway, I'll be singing for you next Thursday. If you have any requests for that show, I have a few slots of songs open. So if there's anything that you've heard me sing over the past few months that you particularly like, or anything you think might be appropriate for Christmas, send me your ideas in the Facebook Messenger app, a private message that way, and I'll be sure to see it. This has been great. Thank you, Doug Major. Thank you so much for producing and for doing such an excellent job with the show this week and every week. This is a song that I just have always loved. It was written by Marshall Barer, who wrote Once Upon a Mattress with Mary Rogers. He was a crazy guy, brilliant guy, but nuts. But this is a song that Rosemary Clooney sang at one point, and I remember doing this song with Liza Minnelli, probably 1992 or 3, on the Oprah Winfrey Christmas show. And Michael Bolton was also on that show, and Tony Bennett was on that show. Little did I know that years after that I'd be working with Tony Bennett, which I did. But this is a song that Liza sang on that show. And you can look it up. It's on YouTube. This is called Christmas is an Island. Bird and butterfly, bud and blossom in every possible hue. Pink and orange and lime and lavender, green and yellow and blue. Christmas is an island upon a sea of woes, a friendly little island where everybody goes. Christmas is a feeling completely set apart from all the other feelings that live within your heart. Let the bells ring loud and clear, for the happy time is here. We have sailed the long and stormy nights, but now I see the harbor lights. We are coming to the island. The year is nearly done. The warm and friendly feeling inside of everyone. It's like a little island, a bright and shining island. Christmas is an island in the sun. In the deep green bottom of the forest, the tiger lilies unfold. In the dark soft carpet of the forest, they lay their gifts of gold. And the gift of spice comes floating on the gentle eastern breeze. And the hummingbirds are hanging in the poinciana tree. and a coffee-colored angel with the sweetest honey voice wears a garland of mimosa and invites us to rejoice. Feliz Navidad, Happy Christmas to you. May your heart be light as a bird in flight, and may all your Christmases be pink and orange and lime and lavender, green and yellow and blue. Christmas is an island upon a sea of woe. A friendly little island where everybody goes. I'm lighting up. Christmas is a feeling completely set apart from all the other feelings that live within your heart. Let the bells ring loud and clear, for that happy time is here. We have sailed the long and stormy nights, but now I see the harbor lights. We are headed for the island. The year is nearly done. The warm and friendly feeling inside of everyone. It's like a little island, a happy little island. Christmas is an island in the sun. Pink and orange and lime and lavender, green and yellow and blue. Good night, everybody. Have a great day tomorrow. Have a great week. And I'll see you right back here New Year's Eve in a week's time. I love you. I'm thankful for you. Bye.